Hey everybody, welcome to another episode here at Tribal Trades, the daily show coming at you from the great state of Florida. One hell of a drug. And I do want to welcome you to the channel wherever you are tuning in from around the world today. Thanks for watching. Today is Bullcember back. Is Bullcember back? Just yesterday, people were questioning if the Christmas rally was over, all the doubters and the haters. And now we're going to look at, is Bullcember back? What can we expect between now and the end of the month and coming into the new year? We're going to look at the charts. We're going to talk about some other amazing things going on in the crypto space. Of course, as always, before we jump into all of that, you know what I'm going to say next. Smash the like button. This does help get this content out to more people and does help support the channel. And of course, really love all the kind words, encouragement that you guys leave in the comment section. I do read and respond to every single one of those. You took the time to write it. I take the time to read it. Thank you so much. And then, of course, if you do leave questions in the comment section, I do get back to those as soon as I am able to, with the emphasis, as soon as I am able to, emphasis added on that part there. Thank you so much for your patience. And those who are not already signed up for the Stocks with Josh Discord, the most amazing Discord on the planet, right below. If you, in the description, you might need to click on the more button that will pop out the description. It's right at the top there. You can get started on your journey. I'd love to see you in there. I am in the crypto channel there daily, and there is a meme coin now there that I'm also in daily, the party zone, with all the party memers in there. Is that what we call everybody? Memers. And of course, I have my own Crowned Traders channel in there as well, where I'm providing education and resources. I share trades that I'm doing in there as well. And of course, I'm not giving financial advice because I'm not a financial advisor. And this is not financial advice. This is for education and entertainment purposes only. Are you not entertained? And so with that, we are going to jump into the show today. And of course, first thing that I want to quickly jump into before we jump in, make sure you're following me on X. I have now been posting fairly regularly on there. And of course, there is a giveaway. We gave away the first amount of Sui. There's so many Sui meme coins. But Susi, we gave away Susi coins. And we've got Sui Jack coins to give away as well. We've got some Capo coins that just got a listing there. Capo token just got that, and there is Susi. They've got looks like they've got a new website, and they are absolutely crushing it out there. I want to give a shout out to those. And of course, I've got some Sonic Snipe bot. I've got some Sonic tokens to give away. So I've got Capo, Susi, Sui Jack, and Capo. I might have some more. I kind of just make sure you check out in the video here. You can find out how you can be eligible. We gave away our very, very first. There's the winner down here that we announced. Here it is here. You are the very first winner of the Tribal Trades giveaway. To validate this, please add your YouTube handle here. And so we were able to validate JM Wolf of Psychology. And this is picked, users are picked by random there, and they've gotten some Susi tokens in their bag. We have millions and millions and millions of tokens. I think now that altogether we might have over $25,000 worth to give away all up that we're going to spread out and get, and that will increase as the token price increases. The value of those bags get better, bigger and bigger, and we're just going to continue to share the love with this community that we have here. Over 9,000, we broke through 9,000 subscribers. Really appreciate every single one of you out there that is we're in this journey together. Much love to you all. And this is why I'm doing this giveaway, to show my thanks and appreciation to an incredible community that we have built together here. Okay, so Bullcember, is Bullcember back? Well, so far we're back to the tune of about 4% after seeing a 37% jump in the month of November. Historically, in 2020, there was a 46% jump for the month of December. And of course, in 2016, it was 30%. So we're going to look at around 30 to 45%, where that might take us in the price charts. And then, of course, historically, we've seen a drop in the first, right around January, last bull cycle in 2021. It was around the first week of January, around January 4th, I believe. And we're going to be jumping a little bit more into that as well, of course. And so let's look at the Bitcoin charts here. And what you can see is I had mentioned that this level of resistance, we absolutely smoked through that. We smoked through that resistance level here. And it's quite possibly we might start trading in a new range. If this holds as support here and confirms, probably at some point there'll be a retest, and we might start trading in a new range here. And I wouldn't be surprised if we slowly move our way up to 108,000. If we go to the weekly view here and we just want to measure, where the candle closed on the the close of the candle was 100. I see the candle close, they're all merging into each other there. But the candle closed there and around 101. So let's see where that takes us up to roundabout. So the candle closed, and we're going to see what a 20 or 30%. I'm not going to be able to see 20 or 30% at this rate. 20 or was it 30 or 45%? So 30% would actually take us up to about 130,000 there. And if we were to get anything more than that there, obviously we're getting up into 146. But as you've seen from previous cycles, 130 would be the lowest from the last two cycles. What kind of things can happen in the month of December? What news can come out? What is the interest rate decision going to be? Is there going to be a pause? Is there going to be a cut? These other things can affect. And unfortunately, I'm not in the inner circle of the Fed, and I don't have this information. So there are just a lot of things that can take place. And I'm just putting these targets in here. But of course, the 130 narrative does take us up to the 4618 as what historically would be what would have happened in the past there if we set that in there. So this could actually end up being the sweet spot. I mean, that is one move, though, in December there. And we have seen the Christmas rally. I've said this all along. If you've been following this channel, I told you, Thanksgiving dump. What happened? Thanksgiving dump. I said it was going to be around 10%. It was 9%, pretty darn close. I then warned you of the December low. And I said the December low comes on the 2nd, the 5th, and the 10th. So far, and it comes in within the first 10 days. So far, it's been the 5th, okay, which has mirrored 2016. And so if we mirror 2016 here, again, 45% is going to take us really a lot higher than this 131. But of course, there are no guarantees. There are only probabilities that we look to trade in these markets here. And of course, then if we were to see a drop down, we could give up 30%. If we were to jump to 131, we could give all of that back up in January, for example, if that plays out. But I'm not expecting a 30% drop when the drop does happen at some correction. If the drop happens, I would expect more somewhere around the 20% zone in the month of January, but we'll just have to wait and see how that plays out. Let's have a look at the liquidation levels here. And as you can see, I did say yesterday, at some point, the market makers, you just leave some liquidity behind and you come get back and get it at a later time. And this is what I'm saying. Maybe we're trading now between these two ranges of 100K and about 102. I mean, follow the yellow brick road. It just seems to me that by the time you watch this video, we may well have collected this 29 million at 100,000. And then we have 46 million at 101. If we move out to the larger time frames here, 24-hour time frames, you can certainly see 100. We've got another, follow the yellow brick road, right? Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. And so I know many of you have downloaded this free app called CoinGlass. I do share about that in the video. CoinGlass is the app. It's a free website. You can click on the heat maps. I do not trade on this as a standalone. If I traded on this as a standalone, I might have gone down as the market maker kind of got that liquidity yesterday and they didn't go down and get it, okay? And so I'd asked everybody to vote on the channel what they were thinking was going to happen. But I did say that I felt those two flushes were it. I think I've been right on that. Sure, we could have another flush down this month or before we move up further, but I showed two clear flushes on here. And as you can see, if we move out to the 48, we'll see it a little bit as we zoom out on the time frames. Again, there is some liquidity down here at 99,600, and there is some down here at, this is a little scary here. We got some down here at 96,500, but it's not a whole lot, or actually it is a whole lot. It's 97 million that is sitting down there. And so maybe there is another drop coming, or maybe that just does get left behind. We'll see what happens. I feel quite confident if I was the market maker, and if everybody here, what are you going to do? You're likely going to see this come down to this 99,500 level. As we zoom out here for the 3-day time frame, we can see that again there is this, so this is a little concerning, 96,400, and maybe they leave it there just to leave people in a little bit of, because you can see on the bigger time frame, look at the weekly time frame, we've got 114 million there, and so the highest amount of liquidity is there. So it's quite possible to come down and really only tag that 99 to 100K level. That would make the most sense to me. So I'm just going to tell you what I'm going to do if I'm the market maker, okay? If I'm the market maker, I'm going to come and take the 99,100K liquidity that is there that we identified on the shorter time frames, and then I'm going to go and come up and take that 101, 102, 103 level. New shorts will open, and I think there'll be brighter yellows that will appear as a result, and then we'll start, you know, how we looked at this on other time frames. We're saying, hey, we're trading between 90 and 99,000. Now, of course, it's a little bit early to say that we've created a new range. This could just be another deviation outside the range. But you can see the flush outs that I'm talking about here, the flush out here, and the flush out that was over here. That one came down to 94 there on the 10th, and then there was a smaller flush there as well. And that's usually what you see happen, the shakeout before the breakout. There's a shakeout, but people just kept going long and building up leverage positions. Okay, no, you don't. We're going higher, flush you out, another flush out there, a smaller flush out, and as you can see, the bigger area remains above. So that's really what I'm looking for. I'm looking to see if we're going to create a newer range here. You can see quite clearly we were trading within this $90,000 range here. If I stretch that out to 99, you can see we're in the range. We come in, we break into the range, we establish the top of the range, we retest and confirm the bottom of the range, okay? Now we go up, top of the range, we came down and again retest the bottom of the range. This is how you can make money in a ranging market. You take the entry on the breakout, you sell on the resistance, you get back in on retests of support. You don't just blindly buy orders. This candle could have just whopped right through. Then you would sell again on the rejection here, and you would break it down to the smaller time frame here, like you could break it down to the 4 hour, the 1 hour, wherever you can kind of see that rejection candle there, and then of course that comes bashing back down again. So you get one trade, two trades, and this will be your third trade here. And so that's how you could have actually won on that level. Where people who are just a trending trader, they're just making money on this move there, and that's it. And most of the time, the money is made through a ranging trader, because the ranging market, it's longer. Markets spend more time ranging than they do trending. I'm both. I'm a trend trader with my separate HODL bag position, and I'm also a range trader, and I trade the ranges, and I also am a micro range trader where I find these little grids and I can move up and down in these grids. Maybe we go to the hour time frame here. I can move up and down in these grids here. For example, there's a micro trading into here. And of course, I wouldn't have exited here because we broke through, and I wouldn't have exited here because I broke through there. But you would then trade the ranges. So you could have gone up to here. If this is rejected here, you could have gotten out, then get back in again. So I also am a micro range trader as well. My HODL, I have my swing position, and I have my day trade position. I've shared many times how that is. I know many of you have benefited from that and enjoyed me sharing about that. And you can see how there is clear resistance there, and that is the time that you could get out of the trade, then it comes back down and you get back in the trade there. I'm not talking about HODL, by the way. I'm talking about swing and day trading positions there. And I do go into more detail in other videos, okay? So let's see. I want to see what you think for December is going to be. Is it going to be the, 30% that we saw back in 2016. And of course, if we see the December 5th, if December is the 5th low, then maybe we kind of follow December 2016 a little bit and we see 30%, or are we going to see the gigantic 46% that we saw for the month of December? Okay, which one do you think that we are going to see, or do you think we're going to see something less? I want to hear your thoughts on what the December high is going to be. What do you think the Bitcoin price is going to get to in the month of December, and what do you think it's going to get to there? Are we going to do 20% and just get up to that 122 level? And that's a long way from where you are. That's a big call where we are really struggling to maintain closes over that $100,000 level. In fact, we've only had a couple of closes there, and we're looking for, and mostly when we've closed above, we've come straight back down. We pushed up, and now is this candle here. I'm going to be very interested to see if we can retest this as support on the hourly or the 4 hour on the daily and begin to move up. And I'm thinking, based on those liquidation heat maps, based on the Fibonacci's that we have there, and some of, it's also good to look at where the 200 EMA on the 1 hour there is providing some support as well, around 98,000 there. So I do think that if again, I'm thinking somewhere we can start ranging in here in this area, and then we want to see go level to level. The 108 is going to be the next level, 112. Look, there's some levels in between that it could get stuck at. And then for 113, we've got this key level here at 117. We've got the 3 on the Fibonacci, and then 122. This will be the significant levels. And I've done these yellow lines. What's the difference between the yellow lines and the white lines? The yellow lines are where we have double confirmation of Fibonacci. So we have more than one Fibonacci range at these levels. As you can see here, we have one at 108, around 104 to 105 here. We also have one at 122 on the button. We have another one here at 113 on the button as well. And our next one up here is around, it's not quite, it's 131, but this is 132, 129. So I'm not quite willing to put that as but for sure that is going to be a big area of resistance there. So I'm going to look, I kind of think the middle of my 113 and my 130 is 122. So I'm going to just look for around this area here. And obviously, if the structure of the market changes, I'll look to, I'm a very much if this, then that trader. If something changes, if a narrative changes, if news breaks, or the Fed can come out, I will be updating this. That's why I'm here daily in the charts with you. Make sure you don't miss out on my altcoin episode. We've got more to be given away. That's coming up in a couple of hours. Until then, happy trading.